Hey Scorpio, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be getting you intuitive messages from Oracle as well as Tarot, and this is meant to be timeless. Whenever you see this, that's when you're meant to find it. That being said, of course, consider checking out your moon or your rising sign if this does not resonate. Not all readings are for everybody. If you guys never been to my channel before, thank you for checking it out. And my spiritual practice is to pray and send everybody good juju. Just putting good back out there, you know what I mean? So if you'd like for me to pray for you, send you my good juju, say hi in the comments section, even an emoji would work. And it gives me something I can focus on. And it also gives everybody else something they can focus positivity on as well, right? We can all do this together. So we're only taking the messages that choose to fly out for you. I don't force anything. And with tarot, if they fly out in reverse, that's how I read them. So I'm just, my goal is to honor the tarot in its purest form and simply let it be the entity that is speaking to you, and I'm the translator. And I just want to take a moment real quickly to invite you guys to please hit the like button. Consider subscribing if you find that this is a channel that you'd like to have in your rotation. We have the message of the canary. This is the Divine Feather Messenger deck. It says, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice, Scorpio. And then we have obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles. And don't you know it, Scorpio? Your readings, I'm just going to take one moment here, get on my soapbox. Scorpio, you guys have made it out of some serious predicaments, a lot of you guys, but your readings have all talked about this sense of support that you kind of don't even, you might even be surprised with coming out of the woodwork. Your last reading was like running towards your new life faster than a racehorse out the gate. I think that's what it was called. But it's like there is this new life waiting for you and you can't wait to get there, that type of thing. Back to your oracle card, it says, blocks are being lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. And isn't that the truth? Gratitude is that missing link for a lot of people in continuing to keep abundance flowing towards them. So now let's see what tarot has to say. For my Scorpios, however the cards land, that's how we'll read them. So I do read reversals. What do my Scorpios need to hear in this moment? The cards have been acting really nuts for you. Temperance card flips, does not fly. Just let them act crazy, it's fine. All right, so we start with the Star card. This is getting your wishes granted, a sense of your prayers coming true, but it's big time recovery card, which is why I love it. And it is an attention card. You are in the limelight for some individuals around you. You're definitely being noticed. For all of my introverted Scorpios out there, don't you worry. You're not under a magnifying glass. You can hide if you want. But yeah, I do kind of link that to a lot of the supportive cards you guys have gotten as of recently. Great. So we've got High Priestess out here guiding you. I won't be surprised if the message does exist in this reading for you that your High Priestess energy, your intuition has been playing into your best interests all along. Even for some of you guys who have experienced recent loss, like maybe something fell through, whether it was a relationship or a project, it's really important that I tell you that the messages lately that have been popping up is like, that is like you dodged a bullet, you know? Yeah, so now unpacking it. So generally speaking, all you guys are going through different things, but if I'm to generally tell you about this energy, there is definitely a believe in yourself theme going on here. The Seven of Wands is right in the center of your reading, playing King of the Mountain, fighting off doubt and standing by one's convictions. This card comes out to tell you that you're doing the right thing by fighting off those doubts crawling in. There is a sense of, there is a slower sense of things like gaining the return of rewards, getting rewards for something. There's a lot of introspective energy to this. And it's really almost, it feels a lot more like it's important right now. There's a certain amount of recovery happening. You know, and it's so appropriate for Scorpio, but there is a sense of something hidden in your reading I really want to unpack. We've got the Moon card. There's a veil in your reading, and I want to pull the veil over and see what the hell it is hiding. Because we have the intuitive card of the High Priestess. There's the crescent moon underneath her, and there is the moon there talking about something important is playing a role that you cannot see on the surface. It's about subconscious. It even plays, it tickles with the fears that we all have. There's shadow. There's a lot of shadow, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that like literally. There is a veil on your reading, so I want to see what this is, okay? So please bear with me as I kind of get more details. What's the Star card? In the lantern, the dark, following the lantern. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, intuition is playing a huge role, that third eye wisdom, and that does talk about your subconscious. It's the other voice within you. It's your gut. We have all these different sayings for it. Page of Swords. We have, who is this character? Why do I need to know about them? Please make it clear, Spirit, for my Scorpios. Please be helpful. Okay. Awesome. If you guys have been going through, I'm going to say, as far as financial stability, anything in that realm, you're getting recovery in. You're going to be getting news, I think. There is another individual. It could be quite literally this King of Pentacles coming through. That can be, so it could be even an entity like a bank or the IRS, you know, sometimes sending a refund or something. I know that's totally random, but it popped in my mind. This could also be an individual. There's almost, there's a very black and white nature to this entity. But they're not so much in their feels or anything. I do think that there's going to be communication or realizations around them. And either way, it's leading to recovery for you. And it makes me think it's very much about your stability and financial. Moon card, tell me more about this. What the hell is this veil? The plot thickens. Please give me a moment. Two of Wands with the King of Swords. What is this veil for my Scorpios? Please don't waste my time. Okay, there is a message coming through. This is what you don't see around the corner. Again, I'm talking about entities that don't have that touchy-feely side. You know, we've got now the King of Swords. So we've got the King of Pentacles. That is stability. This is a person who's, could be a boss, could be an entity like a bank. It could be just somebody who's very good with money in your life, who is granting you some stability somehow. It could be in the form of advice and help, broadening your information base. I know it's funny sometimes how I describe this, but what you don't see coming is there's this big moment of clarity you're getting from another un-woo-woo, unfeeling entity. This person probably doesn't watch tarot readings. They could be an air sign, they could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but this person is cut and dry, very well experienced. They're really great at giving advice. Could be a lawyer, Scorpio, could be a lawyer, in which case they're going to be helping you out moving forward, navigating this seas into recovery. Two of Wands is like looking out towards what's possible, planning, outlining things, and there is just this major discovery or clarity falling in your lap they're helping you with, okay? So that's good. So these are people that you want, these are energies that you want on your side if you're trying to work out anything contractually, legally, if we're trying to work out anything that requires a lot of logical thinking, think practically, not with your emotional self. These are entities that are going to help you, okay? And then back to our message of stand by your guns, stick by your convictions, believe in yourself. And at this point, I'm going to open a new deck because we've used so many cards and I really like a fresh deck. Okay, here's our deck of Rider-Waite-Smith. For our Seven of Wands, we have abundance is coming, Tower card. This is an event. So this is in light of an event that happened that is not anything you could have controlled. It is leading you into the pathway of abundance, which is wild. Some of you guys are going to be suddenly pregnant. I just have to throw that out there. I know it's a random message and doesn't apply to most of you guys. But in this case, it's like you know exactly what you want to do in light of this pregnancy, and nobody's going to steer you off your path. I just have to throw that out there, even if it's one person. Okay, so the Tower card with the Abundant card of the Empress. This is something that's happening possibly suddenly, something you've got no control over. You know what you want to do though in that moment. So you can't control the event and the ripple effects necessarily, but you can control the way you react to it. And whatever this combination of reaction to the event, the sudden Tower card, it's abundant. It's leading you into the arms of abundance. Okay. So I think at this point, if I keep on saying the same things, I'm going to be beating a dead horse. We have to go into, it's very interesting. This is more veil energy. Okay. So this is getting a perspective. This is Piscean energy with a hanged man, getting a different perspective of something, but it's required a sacrifice of some sort. So the perspective is really key in order to move forward. It would be the missing link. If you don't get this perspective, you wouldn't have completed a cycle, an important cycle here. Here's the bitch of it, is it's taken its damn time. So it hasn't been quick to gain this perspective. Some of you guys, the King of Cups represents you guys directly. This is a water sign usually, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but it is also an individual who's feeling empathic, nurturing, sensitive. And so this came out with the Devil. This is realizing a pattern in one's life that doesn't serve them. And here is the thing with the Devil, is those chains can be broken at any point. And those chains are a bit of an illusion, just like let's take alcoholism. So Devil can come out with when alcoholism is talked about in a tarot reading, for instance. This is just an example. And one can get clean and sober. Is it super easy? Absolutely not. Can you make somebody get clean and sober? Absolutely not. You just can't. I'm sorry. You can't. They have to make that choice for themselves. And oftentimes they have to first hit their bottom, and a lot of them hit it hard, and they have to survive their bottom, right? So here's the thing. It's not that it's impossible. Like sometimes our patterns in our life, we go back to that pattern because we think it's part of us. We think it's part of the fabric of who we are. Absolutely, it is not. Realizing that it's not actually the fabric of who we are. We can simply change our clothes anytime. We can literally cut those chains and we can walk away. That's what this has been about. That's what this has been about, this perspective that you're gaining. Now we're talking about our High Priestess energy. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys are going to have an extended, yeah, I think I might have mentioned it earlier, but I just know that, yes, we're getting out of any kind of disillusionment with a star card. This is overcoming something that was not serving you. It could have been a relationship. It could have been an addiction. It could have just been a pattern of thinking. But either way, it's like you can see everything so clearly now. And you were by using your third eye, by using your intuition, just following with faith these guides that have been showing you the way, even though you can't rationalize always why. You can't rationalize why it was leading you down this path. You do have support. You've got the support of the King of Swords. You got the support of that King of Pentacles, and they are as rational as you get. But as far as the spiritual work, why has this been happening? There's no answers they could possibly give you, right? It's not even a question you could maybe even ask them. They might think you're a little woo-woo. Yeah. So at one point, when you were in the throes of a disappointment, the Five of Cups, I can feel a voice in my head saying, God, I almost lost myself there. Or I lost my way for a second there. I lost my way because I couldn't see the forest for the trees. I couldn't see my own strength, how absolutely strong and powerful I am. I just kind of lost myself in the dark. I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. That's not necessarily the case now. It's changing. The Sun. Can you get more opposite than the Devil, than the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups? Can you get more opposite than this, right? So this has all been a bit of a blessing in disguise, maybe a hard lesson, but huge perspective. And you're not alone. You've got this massive amount of support. All right, you guys, I'm going to take this moment to invite you to come over to the extended. The link is in the description box below. It's about the price of a cup of coffee. I try to make it affordable for everybody. If this is where I leave you, I adore you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this was helpful. Mwah.